Hello everyone, I'm Rahul and you're watching StudyIQ IAS English. I hope you all are doing great and I welcome you in today's session of Ask Me Anything. Well, like always, you can ask me anything, whatever your doubts are, whatever your problems that you're facing with your UPSC preparation. So my dear friends, I welcome you all. So very quickly, who all are present, please mark your attendance so that we can very quickly start. SP is here with us. So SP is asking, who am I? So SP, I'll be your mentor and guide for this session. So SP, very warm welcome to you. So dear friends, any guesses or anything like what we are going to talk today? So going forward, I just hope this festival season is going good for you all. You all are enjoying it with your family. But remember one thing, my dear friends. There's a saying, the more you practice in the battleground, the lesser you'll bleed in the war. So while celebrating your festivals, just remember what is your aim, just remember what is your end goal. So these festivals just have a optimum balance. Don't get swayed too much by the festivals that it takes time to return to your preparation. So very quickly, please shoot your questions. I'll be taking each and every question of yours. And then I'll be deciding if I can follow any order from those questions. I'll be very happy to take each and everything in certain order. So dear friends, it's a festival time and I'm getting a call. It's good and great that even in today's time there is someone to remember you. Anyway, back to the topic. Questions please, your questions. I need questions from your side. So SP, do you have any questions? Questions, my dear friends, questions, where are the questions? Or am I having the live audience with me? It's so much intelligent that they don't have any questions to ask. That should not be the case. Is the voice good, my dear friends? At least you can reply on this. If the audio is good, am I audible? So let's start. What should I start with? Let's start with something called current affairs. Let's start with current affairs thing first. So I'm very much curious with respect to the fact that how you people are preparing the current affairs. So I'll be taking your doubts and I'll be also asking you or telling you how you should be preparing for the examination. Simultaneously, your doubts are more than welcome. So I'm starting with current affairs. In the meanwhile, all those people who are still to think about any kind of questions, all Plato, Socrates and Aristotle, you can think about a tougher question which you want to shoot to me. Anyway, coming back to this current affairs part. So the very first thing, before we study the current affairs, we should know why the examination, UPSC CSC, Civil Services examination is asking current affairs. You could have been tested on any front. For example, this examination, which is very much, current affairs extensively they are asking about current affairs. But have you ever thought why the need has been there to ask current affairs in this examination? Why to make it so much complicated? Why not to just give, 50 questions of cons, 50 questions of reasoning, 50 questions of English, one single paper and then you are done. Why? Why the need is there to understand current affairs? Why this examination is asking current affairs so much? Have you thought on this? Yes, Alok, do you have any questions? Or do you have any answer to this part, like why UPSC is asking about current affairs in so much detail, like why they are also taking the pain, the examiner is taking the pain to, find out which who has won Nobel Prize, what has been his discoveries, his inventions, why they themselves are going into such and such details when they could have just asked a generic thing. Rishi Pandey. So Rishi is asking how to control a wandering mind. Okay, Rishi, going by your name, you should not be having this problem or this question. Ajivan Brahmachar. So Rishi, you are also having problem in controlling your mind. Okay, so I'll be coming to this part later on. First, let me take the doubt of Rishi, because this kind of sessions are for such questions only. The questions which you can ask elsewhere, you can ask it in this question. So Rishi, very hello to you. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to give a technique by which you can control your mind. So if the premise or the hypothesis that I give you, anybody, by anybody I mean anybody in this world, they can control their mind. So is mind control possible? And if you're talking about mind control, what do you think? Like Rishi is saying, like my mind is very much wandering. So the very first thing, Rishi, to you, what do you expect or how do you expect your mind to behave? Are you having any, have you ever imagined or have you visualized any state of your mind that this would be the perfect state of mind where I would like to go? So my dear friends and each and everyone who is there in this session, everything is having a function. For example, my hands. So what are they for? They are for holding. I mean, I can hold anything or I can move anything with my hands. Likewise, my legs. My legs help me to walk. The spinal cord, it helps me to stand. So have you ever thought like what's the function of your mind? Why the mind or brain is there? The mind or the brain is there for analyzing things, for thinking itself. So now, for example, if my stomach is there, it is fulfilling certain functions. My heart is there, it is pumping blood. Now just imagine if I say, my dear heart, why you are pumping blood? You should not be pumping blood. Why so? Because I find it very much awkward. You are pumping blood throughout, day and night. So Rishi, do you understand what kind of demand you are asking from the mind? The mind or the brain is following the fundamental function for which it is made for. The mind or the brain is made for thinking. So my dear friends, it is going to think anyway. That is the nature of it. For example, if I have eyes and I'm like, my eyes are active throughout the day, throughout the night. Whenever I open them, I see something. Why is it so? The demand itself that mind should be restricted in thinking itself is absurd because it is made for thinking. So, Rishi, if you have this thing that there would be a state where the mind would be totally in your control, that is first of all very absurd kind of thinking. The mind is never going to be in your control. It's always going to move. It's always going to think something. So now, what is the solution? The solution is in understanding the nature of the mind. The nature of the mind is to have thoughts, and why those thoughts come, they are for your good only. They keep on thinking. Just imagine, like if I stop thinking and not be knowing what would be I taking or what would be I talking in this session itself. Now just imagine the situation, how awkward it would be. I'm standing here and I do not know what I would be speaking next moment. I should be grateful for mind that it is producing ideas, it is producing thoughts which are able to talk to you people. So the very first thing, if you are having a notion that the mind should be totally calm, totally, in a state like there should be no other thought, that is not going to happen. So now coming to the fundamental question of Rishi, how to control it or how to lessen the wandering part. Now, mind is going to have thoughts. There would be thoughts of each and every type. There would be thoughts of envy, there would be thought of anger, there would be thought of greed, lust, there would be thoughts of pressure, there would be thoughts of, panic, there would be thoughts of happiness, there would be thought of each and every type. You cannot avoid it. Now, what you can do, let's say this is a thought of panic. Now, UPSC 2026 is coming, my mind is panicking. Or let's say festival seasons are going on, I'm very happy. All that I'm thinking, like what I would be eating next moment, what clothes I would be wearing, which friends I'm going to call to, where I would be going. These are going to be my thoughts, my mind. Now the next thing would be panic, happiness, let's say sadness. I'm very sad with my life, that I'm stuck in this life. I am unable to do anything, or whatever I do, there is, no output is coming in my life. So these are different categories of thoughts which are going to get over the time, throughout the day, minute by minute. The secret is not to obsess over any single thought. Think of thoughts like wandering clouds. Have you seen clouds in the sky? They come and pass by. Don't obsess over any single thought, whatever it may be. It may be related to lust, it may be related to greed, it may be related to envy, sadness, happiness, anything. Just don't obsess over it. And you'll see, when you'll not be obsessing over any thought, your mind would be in a better shape. Now, next thing. Now, mind is a lot like what? Mind is a lot like muscle that can be trained. And in your case, if honestly I have to say, it has to be trained. It has to train to come back towards the purpose, to come back towards your focus. And who is going to train it? You are going to train it. Now, have you ever seen a dog gets trained? You say, dog sit, it sits. All those dogs which are there with the investigation agencies or in the military, have you ever seen like the kind of discipline they have? What that means? That means mind, brain can be trained. So likewise, you have to train your brain. For example, if my mind is getting indisciplined, I have to tell it to myself, return to the focus. What the focus is in your case? It's UPSC. And once you start doing this activity, your mind is wandering, accept it. Okay, it's going to wander, it's going to go here and there. But next thing, what you have to do? You have to bring it back to the focus. And you start doing it, it will become conditioned to come back, return to the focus. And then one time will come where you will be totally, become master of your mind. It will not be wandering through here and there. You will be having total control on your mind. And just to tell you, the best way for dealing with mind is, I always recommend meditation, because everything has a tool. For example, if I have to get biceps, triceps, what I'll do? I'll do dumbbells, I'll push-ups, pull-ups, like you people would be knowing better. Seeing my body, you would be knowing that you'll people be having a better idea about how gym is done. Likewise for mind. You go to the gym to build the body, you come to meditation to train your mind. So Rishi, I just hope that question of yours is answered. I'll be taking in detail some other time. I'll go in more detail. So, okay, let me just see like if I have any better questions. Sir, I'm in third year BSc right now. So basically I'll be completing my graduation in 2027. Should I appear for 27 attempt or 20 from? Okay, so this is basically about when to start the preparation. Sir, I have just passed from my college. Okay, we have Sinchan. I don't know like this craze for Sinchan. My brother used to come from school and he used to watch this cartoon like anything. So Sinchan, hello. So Sinchan is asking, I want to prepare for UPSC. How should I do it? Should sometimes go beyond 12-hour shift? Okay, so I think Sinchan was the one who said about job and okay, Sinchan is working in L&T. So L&T stocks are performing well, Sinchan. So I hope you are invested there. So want to prepare for UPSC, how should I do it? Okay. Okay, yes, Sinchan, all your queries would be answered. So very first thing to Rishi, I just hope your question is answered. Now coming to Alok is also having job and study, and I think Sinchan and Alok Anand, they are having problem of similar nature. So let's very quickly go. Let's analyze the problem. So what these two are saying, let's study for UPSC. So one is having job, Alok is having job, and Sinchan, if I'm not wrong, is having college. So the question in both these cases is, how should we be balancing UPSC with this? I'll be taking both because the fundamental problem in both the scenarios is same, but I'll like to bring out the paradox over here. One, is it not that late to start my UPSC preparation? And over here the paradox would be, am I not too early into my preparation? It's a very beautiful paradox. Very good question, my dear friends. Very good question. I'll be delighted to answer this question. So let's start with Alok first. Alok is in job. He is working in L&T, a good company, great company. And he aspires to study for UPSC. And Alok is asking, how can he balance his studies? Next, okay, let's deal with Alok first. So, the very fundamental question in both these scenarios was, what was that? What is the right time to start the preparation? This is the very fundamental question which was common to both Alok also, Sinchan also. So my dear friends, let me tell you, and this I'm not telling you, this is what, you know, our stories, our mythologies, our epics, our, you know, the smarter generation before us, what they have been telling us, what has been portrayed via idioms, via phrases, via, you know, moral saying, that there is no better time than now. Whatever you wish to do, start now. And if you analyze closely, you will realize that the only time that you have is now. Whatever is gone is gone. Whatever is going to come, you are not having any control over it. For example, let's talk about tomorrow. Who knows? Like what befalls on you? You might get some relative coming to your house, your next day is wiped out. Some problem might come up. Nobody knows about tomorrow. So whatever you have it today itself. So when it comes to your preparation, at least about studying, so my dear friends, start studying from today itself. Start studying from this moment itself. These smaller moments, these smaller days are going to add up towards your selection. There's not going to be a better time when, like a monk, you'll be sitting and you'll be preparing, okay, these are the 12 months, 15 months I have. Now let's start. That kind of utopia situation you are never going to face in your life. That kind of blessing is not going to come again. Those were school days where you had to worry about nothing. Those are days of past. They are not going to come. For UPSC or any other government exam preparation or any other thing that you are preparing in life, it has to be done. It has to be done how? With life, with the flow itself. So, okay, Sinchan is working in L&T. Okay, Sinchan, this is for you only. My mistake. So, Sinchan, I just hope at least you realize this much, that regardless, that year is secondary, in which year you will be appearing 27, 28, 29. The fundamental thing is start your preparation right now. Okay, I just hope this thing is clear to you. Now, let me take the problem preparation with job. Now, very honestly and very brutally, you can ask me, okay, we have a bigger problem with us. World Cricket News Tamil, that's a very interesting news, name I would say, is asking, sir, I'm studying but I can't get marks. How to study? That's amazing. Okay, no issues. I'll be coming to that question also. Swati saying good afternoon to you. Now, very brutally, the answer to this question, what Sinchan is asking, he is working in L&T and can he prepare with his job for UPSC examination? Now, this can be justified in both ways. Now, what I want to say that the Sinchan, the reasoning has to be your own. If you want me to convince you, can it be done? I can convince you it can be done. If you want me to convince you it cannot be done, I can convince you for that also. But being a nice person, I'll be giving you a holistic perspective. See, in today's time, having a job, given what kind of nature this examination has come to, a very dicey and a very unpredictable nature. It's very good to have job, especially when you have job in a company like L&T. Now, next coming to the question, can we prepare with job or not? My answer would be yes, definitely you can prepare with your job, and in fact, this would be one of the finest way to prepare for UPSC examination. Now, having a job and preparing for UPSC is not the problem. The problem arises because of the mindset. What is the mindset of a person who is in a job is that some way I am unable to give my 100% for the examination. I am not able to contribute fully to my examination. That dissonance is always there in the mind. The fundamental problem is never preparation, or it's never checking the tick boxes like what the preparation requires. It's always the fundamental thing on the mind is always, am I able to give 100% with my job to this preparation? Now, counter to this Sinchan, ask all those friends who are not in a job, they are preparing for UPSC, ask them, are they able to give 100% for the examination even when they have nothing at their hands? A very honest reply you will get is that no. So, giving 100%, first of all, nobody can give 100%. Even the toppers, you'll ask them, in brutal honesty, they will say that their syllabus was never prepared fully. They were never fully prepared for the examination, and this is same for each and every candidate. And being able to give 100% is a thing of standards, and different people might be having different standards for themselves. A person in job giving 4 hours to the preparation might be giving more output than a person who has left each and everything and focusing on this examination from a standalone perspective, like this is the only thing that I want to do in life. This is all that I wish to do in life. This is my life itself. In both the scenarios, the 100% or the output of the person in a job might be more than a person who is not having anything to do at his hands. Time being in job with myself. Now, what that would mean? That would mean saying no more often to office parties, to colleagues, having a focused timetable of dedication and discipline from where you are not going to sway. But if I have to do this today, I'll be doing this today. And what are the benefits that you're going to have? See, UPSC examination is not that tough. It's same for each and everybody. What makes the difference is a different mental pressure where people are in. You having a secure job, you having your livelihood secured, you'll be mentally more free as compared to a candidate who is giving his sixth attempt, is having a career break, has no good thing in his hand for the future. You'll be mentally more free. So understand the leverage that you'll be having. The only thing is you have to customize it for yourself. Mentally take it out from your mind that I cannot prepare with my job for UPSC. You can definitely prepare. but you'll have to customize it. So I hope I have answered Sinchan's question. Now there are few more UPSC demands. This is exactly what Sinchan I'm telling you. UPSC demands undivided attention. Undivided attention, like you write UPSC over here and you keep on focusing day in day out on this thing only, that I am focused on UPSC, I am focused on UPSC. Are you going to get the results? You are never going to get the results. It's not the undivided attention that UPSC wants, it's the methodology, the process that must be there. You must be thorough with PYQs, you must be thorough with current affairs, you must be thorough with your answer writing practice. This is what UPSC demands, not undivided attention. I keep on focusing on this thing. Hang it in your room and give your undivided focus. Are you going to qualify? No. Your process is going to get you qualified. Your method is going to get you qualified. I hope, Sinchan, that's clear to you. Okay, Alok, I'll be taking your question next. So we have few more people with us. Ranjit is here. Hello, Ranjit. So Ranjit is asking UPSC and NET simultaneously. Zaid is here with us. Zaid, hello to you. Zaid is also having the same question. Swati already said hello to Swati. Abha Sharma is here. What is the way to stay motivated in this journey? Okay, Abha will be taking this up. Mohammad Mubin is with us. Does UPSC value the current position through one's effort or whatever, like asking people help in the pinch and not? Okay, Mohammad Mubin will be taking up this question. Lakshmi is here with us. Lakshmi, very hello to you. Answer writing, she is asking about answer writing, and then I have NSV VIPs, OBC age limit. This is some fundamental question. Okay, so Sinchan is convinced. So okay, Sinchan, thanks a lot to you. Now Alok Anand, all doubt clear. So where should I begin with? Abha Sharma question I'll be taking, and yes, Alok Anand is left. Now Alok, for your question, like regardless of the year in which you want to appear, let's say that could be 2027, that could be 2028. But one thing here, that you have to sit for the UPSC examination. So how does this matter, like in which year you are giving? You are a warrior. The dharma for the warrior is to be battle ready. You be battle ready. You be prepared with your prelims, mains and interview stages qualifications. Regardless of the day on which you are going to play the match, you be ready with your practice section. You be ready with your practice. The day you are going to make the debut, you have to crack it. Prepare with that mindset. So given that you have time, pace it gradually, pace it in a better manner, and always, if I have to tell you what you should be aiming 2027 or 2028, so there is this Parkinson's principle which states that the work expands in the time allocated to it. For example, apart from these are the two things that you told me, if I have to take one more, let me take 2029 also. So if I am going to take 2029 also, so you know what, your preparation would shift to here, 2029. And if I take one more year, 2030, you'll be shifting your preparation for 2030. In simple, whatever deadline you give to yourself, your mind gets complacent, it starts working in that manner. So Alok, I just hope I have answered your query, and regardless on what day you are going to have your debut, you begin your preparation. You begin with your fundamentals, and just in your mind, just keep in your mind, like regardless of what may happen, the earliest time wherever I have to appear in the examination should be the nearest date, should be the earliest date. Okay, Alok. So I just hope it's clear. Now let's move to the next question. So Ranjit, I'll be taking your question also. So before that, so okay. So we have bhajan and satsang. Okay, they are asking. Okay. So bhajan and satsang is a bit confused. Okay, so I'll be taking questions from Abha, she has asked that she cannot or how to keep oneself motivated. Now, motivation is something that has been, it has been used like a injection. Inject a person with a, motivation. Inject yourself with Instagram reels, YouTube shorts, lessons and lectures from people. You are motivated, you are going to crack this examination. What happens via that injection? It works like a, narcotics pill till the time you're having. You are boosted, you study for 1 day, 2 day, 24 hours, 48 hours, then what happens? You stop preparing. So, what is wrong? The idea that motivation is going to get you through is wrong. There is fallacy in this hypothesis itself that motivation is what is required to get through. If you are going to sit with the hope that motivation is going to come and motivation will, sail you through, my dear friend, dearest Abha, you will be sitting lifelong, not just for UPSC but for any other thing. Before motivation is secondary. What matters more is action. Action, my dear friends, action. I need action. If you'll take action, you'll be automatically motivated. You study for 3, 4, 5 hours today and you'll see that it'll become a flow. And not always you'll be in the mindset to study. For example, festival season around, you'll be more like, let me spend time with family, let me spend time with friends. But you have to take action, get back to the study table, and you'll see, when you'll keep on doing this thing again and again, what you are expecting via motivation will actually become your routine, will actually become your habit. So, dearest friend, action is going to sail you through, not motivation. And via action, you have to force yourself to be motivated. That's the only way out. And you're asking like why you don't feel motivated. So let me tell you. Your idea for cracking this examination are not clear to you. The why for this examination is not clear to you. Why you want to clear this examination, and that reason has to be yours and yours alone. The day that will be clear to you, you will not require any kind of motivation. That's the first thing. Be clear with the why. The next thing is, you are not able to visualize what ultimately you are going to get after qualifying this examination. Why you want to qualify this examination? It could be imposed upon you by family, by friends. What if I qualify? How does my life change? This is where you are stuck. If you have a vision for yourself, like, see, today I am going this thing. If I get selected through this examination, I will be doing something different. That will hit you differently. That will be your motivation. So visualize, think why you want to crack this examination. If you'll know your final destination, that will be the motivation. If I want to do nation building, if I want to do social service, that is my motivation. I will do anything for that. If at present my concern is name, fame, money, I will be doing anything for that. If my concern is something contradictory to the goal for which I am working right now, I will not be motivated. For example, I want to become a monk, and for that I am living a lifestyle of a materialistic. These are two contradictory things. They cannot happen simultaneously. So either the aim that you have opted for yourself, it will require you to walk on a different path, different tangent. There could be mismatch with this. You have to realign it, Abha. Now the next thing is competence. For example, I can speak, I can talk, I can teach. That is my competence. You ask me to take lectures, I can take lectures for 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, because that is there my competence is. You ask me to take a lecture tomorrow, I'll be ready to take a lecture tomorrow. But something that I don't know how to do, that is, let's say, if you ask me dance, I always say in life I am the third best dancer. Who are the top 2 dancers? One is Sunny Deol, the next one is Ajay Devgan. I am the third best. I cannot dance. How can I be motivated for dancing when I do not know that? So, talking with respect to this examination, you have to realize that your demotivation, your disinterest, is it also because of the thing that whatever this examination is demanding, somewhere down the line we are weaker. We are not up to the mark with our reading skills, with our writing skills, with our analytical skills. That might be keeping us disinterested. That might be keeping us not motivated to the par. For example, Virat Kohli is there. I mean, I just saw, I don't know like how many of you saw that. There is a tweet which Ronaldo tweeted. Success is not an accident. And that tweet is having 1 million likes. Just imagine a sports star who is beyond the expiry date. I mean, he is in his 40s, I think. He is 40 years old. Now, why doesn't he feel demotivated or disinterested? Because he is having the competence of the ultimate level. On any day, he will be a warrior on the football field. Likewise, you have to check it for yourself. Are you having that kind of competence within you? Is that hindering you? If yes, then you have to work on your reading, writing, and whatever this examination demands. I just hope, Abha, this would have answered you, and this would have also helped many people who are here. So, dear friends, okay, so other question? So, too much. Shivam, welcome to UPSC, Shivam. The syllabus is always going to be this vast, so we cannot do. Okay, Ramcharan is also here. Hi, Ramcharan. If I learn things from standard book, it is necessary to study NCERT books. Okay. Okay. So, Abba, I just hope I answered your question. So, not that good and great questions anymore. These were some of the good questions. Shivam is asking, sir, too much of syllabus. Shivam, we cannot help it. This is what is there. I mean, just imagine, like you will be a bureaucrat working for, 1.5 billion population of India, a great country. This is the way out. This is what the curators of this examination or the examination body, this wants you to study this much of examination. We cannot help it out. Only thing for Shivam, for you, what I can say, if you are finding anything very big, chunk it. You have to break things. If the syllabus is looking very vast to you, break it. How you will break it? Break it into history, polity, economy, geography, current affairs, science and tech, environment, like this. History itself, you have to break it. Ancient, medieval, modern. And once you start breaking them into chunks, you will find that what was looking very vast at the earliest, it will start appearing, lesser daunting. You will start having a grip from where to start, where to end. And while you are breaking it up, break it with a time limit. For example, you have given, let's say 18 months for your preparation, break the syllabus in such a way that you are able to finish your syllabus in 12 months or 15 months. Like that, you are able to finish that. Okay. So, I just hope that answers the question. And sir, what strategy to make to clear this examination? So, I think, dear friends, thanks a lot to each and every one of you for being with me for so long. The rest of the question, I'll be taking them tomorrow. So, whatever questions are there, especially UPSC and UGC, if some questions also came about strategy to clear this examination, I'll be taking them. So, World Cricket News Tamil, I'm studying even, I cannot, okay, yes, Mr. Tamil, I had to take your questions. Anyway, by the way, I was in Chennai for almost 2 years. So Chennai, the food, the people, I just simply love them. So I'll be taking, like, I cannot leave this question from World Cricket News Tamil. I'll be taking this. So, yeah, Tamil Nadu has a special place in my heart. Anyway, so the fundamental problem which he is trying to tell, let's take this person's names as Ilangovan. Ilangovan was my good and great friend. So hypothetically, I'm going to address you as Ilango. So Ilango is having a question that he keeps on studying and he keeps on forgetting. What could be the solution to this? So Ilango, your problem is something of this sort. This is a cup. Whatever you're filling, it's getting out. Your cup is not getting filled. So there are problem at two levels. One, either this cup itself is filled. For example, you are already having preconceived notions about things that you are studying, that no new thing is getting into your head. Or the other thing is that everything has a technique. Everything has a, there's a technique for doing each and everything. So your problem is with the memorization part. You are unable to memorize what you are studying, and memorization itself is a topic within itself, which I'll be taking in the next session. I'll be continuing it from there, the journey of an aspirant. So I'm also from Tamil Nadu. Okay, Mr. Aspirant, very warm welcome to you also. Like I just love those places, and like Vellacheri, that East Coast road from Chennai to Pondicherry was my favorite. So anyway, Ilango, your problem is with memorization part. How we should study that each and everything gets into our mind. How we should study that whatever we are studying, it remains with us. What should be the process of studying that we are able to get maximum out of it. So we'll be discussing and debating this also in the next session, and I promise you I'll be there. So dear friends, I would like to take a break now. And it was amazing session. I mean, I just loved being with you people, amazing questions, great questions. So I'll see you again. So all those people who are asking, like in the very beginning, like, so just my introduction. I am Rahul Yadva from the StudyIQ IAS English team, and I'll be seeing you again. I'll be meeting you again. Till then, enjoy your festivals. And keep a focus on the examination, keep preparing, and if you have any other question or if you have any other doubt, write it in the comment section. I'll take it up, and in the next section, especially I'll be starting with Ilango's question, how to memorize things. I'll be taking each and every question there. So dear friends, take care of yourself, your family, keep consuming good and great content, and do let me know in the comment section after this video, how was this video, how much helpful it was to you.